Good day, welcome to today's class. Today we'll be looking at another aspect in mathematics called proof of trig identities. Today we'll be proving some trig identities. We have proved 5 in the previous class, so I'll be proving 5 more. And then we should not forget this, our important fact here, that sine square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. And then 1 plus tan square theta is equals to sec square theta. Also 1 plus cot square theta is equals to cosec squared theta. Once you have this, then you may be able to do the rest. But then you know how to manipulate tan theta equals to sin theta over cos theta and like that. So we move fast because of time. So I have the first question here. I have cot square theta plus 1 open bracket sine square theta minus 1 equals to cot square theta. Like the way I said in the previous time, that make sure that you are working with the difficult one to get the simpler one. So how do we? So I work with this one so I can get this, and I know that my cot square theta plus 1 I can get it from somewhere there. My cot square theta plus 1. So here I have 1 plus cot squared theta. So see the same thing as what is there. So I'll just change it to cosec squared theta. Change cosec squared theta. Now sin squared theta minus 1. I can get my sin squared theta minus 1 from here. When I make cos squared theta from the sort of formula, cos squared theta here is what? 1 minus sin squared theta. Abi? So but we have not gotten what we need. We need to get sin squared theta minus 1, abi? So if you change it the other way, it will be what? Cos squared theta equals to minus sin. Okay, so it will be 1. No, let me do it this way. So let's say cos squared theta. For me to be able to do this, let me say I write this formula. Let me write the formula: sin squared theta plus cos squared theta equals to 1, like that. Now to change it, this will be this one coming to this place. This one will be sin squared theta minus 1, yes, and then this one moving here will be minus cos squared theta. Yeah, I think it's better this way. So now I've been able to achieve this by doing this. So that means the whole of this is equals to minus cos squared theta. We are trying to get this. So I can. This is not looking like what I want to get. So I can also change this back to another thing by saying cos squared theta is what? It's simply 1 over sine squared theta. Yes, 1 over sine squared theta times minus cos squared theta. Right? So by doing this, I also know that my 1 over sine squared theta can also be sine theta times cos squared theta over another sine theta. Sine theta is still giving me sine squared theta, so I just separated it, and then my minus, and then this is. So from here, 1 over sine theta will give me what? My 1 over sine theta should give me. Okay, no need to separate. What am I separating for? No need to separate. Just write this on it. Just write this on it. Sine squared theta. Yes, no need to separate. Note that sine theta over cos theta is what? Tan theta. Yes, sine theta over cos theta is tan theta. So cos theta over sine theta will be the inverse of tan theta, which is what? Cot theta. And because it's squared, so it is minus cot squared theta. That is it. So what is there is the inverse of tan theta squared theta. So I've been able to prove that. Number 2, for the next one, we have 1 over sine theta plus 1 plus 1 over sine theta minus 1 equals to minus 2 tan theta sec theta. I believe this one is much harder than this. So the second one is minus 1. I think this one is much harder than this. So let us work with this one. By working with this one, we'll find the LCM first, then we cross multiply each one. So finding the LCM, we'll be having something like sine theta plus 1 bracket sine theta So sine theta minus 1 here, open brackets, plus sine theta plus 1. Remember I cross multiply, this one will come here, this one will come here, and then that is that. So sine theta minus 1, open the bracket, plus sine theta plus 1 all over this times this sine squared theta, this times this minus sine theta, this times this plus sine theta, this times this minus 1, right? So we have minus 1 plus 1 is 0. Sine theta plus sine theta is 2 sine theta. Okay, I'm almost getting something like that because I'm having a 2 here, so that is good. Sine squared theta minus sine theta plus sine theta is 0 minus 1. So 2 sine theta over sine squared theta minus 1. What is sine squared theta minus 1? Remember that sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is equals to 1, right? So now making cos theta split the formula, cos squared theta will now be equals to 1 minus sine squared theta. If you want to change it the other way, you are bringing cos squared theta to this side, and then you are taking this one here. If I don't want to write it this way, that means my sine squared theta will be 1 will become here minus 1, and this one will go here, that will be minus cos squared theta, so I can have that. So that means the whole of this my sine squared theta minus 1, this is it is equals to minus of this. So 2 over sine theta over minus cos squared theta. Now I can separate this by writing minus 2 all over, okay, times, this is a times sine theta over cos squared theta. Now cos squared theta is in 2 places, so I can also differentiate this by writing like this, minus 2 sine theta over cos theta times 1 over cos theta. Cos theta is cos squared theta. So minus 2 sine theta over cos theta is what? Tan theta. 1 over cos theta is sec theta. We have been able to prove this, and that is that. So move to the next one in quick time. For the number 3, I have sine x plus tan x equals to 1 minus cos squared x over cos x. So I would rather want to work with the side that looks very much complicated than the other one. I think this one is much harder than this place. So let me rather work with this side so that I can get this place. So my right hand side should give me 1 minus cos squared x all over cos x. Now, what is 1 minus cos squared x? You are seeing, you have something like this. From there, you have sine squared x and then plus cos squared x equals to 1. So making sine x of the formula, sine squared x will now be 1 minus cos squared x. Now I've been able to get this. Look at it, 1 minus cos squared x, 1 minus sine squared x. So sine squared x will now be, I will change it to this, sine squared x over cos x, right? By doing this, we now have something like this. We have sine x over cos x over 1. So then here, what is my sine x? My sine x remains on sine x, and then sine x over cos x is what? Tan x. Oh, I put a plus here, sorry. there's no plus. Sin x tan x, that is the question. So you can say sin x tan x, and that's it. So we have been able to prove that one. This one is actually very, very simple to prove. Sin x. So number 4. For the number 4, I guess cot x, sec x, sin x equals to 1. So all of this is equals to 1. I cannot prove 1 equals to 2. I can only prove this equals to 1. So what's cot x? And my left hand side says cot x, sec x, sin x, all equals to 1. So what's my cot x? My cot x is 1 over tan x times, what's my sec x? My sec x is 1 over cos x. What's my sin x? My sin x is sin x. That is that. So from here, but I want to prove that all of this thing is what? 1. What is my tan x? So that I can get to 1, so that it can be opened. We need to work in such a way that we're having everything in common. What is my tan x? 1 over tan x is what? Sin x over cos x. 1 over cos x sin x. So the inverse of this, if I have something like this, 1 over sin x cos x, I can also say 1 over 1 divided by sin x over cos x. So I can change it to, if I change this into multiplication sign, if I change it to multiplication, it means that this cos x will come up, sin x will come down, so it will be cos x sin x. That's what it will become. So that way I can write the whole of this thing as cos x sin x 1 over cos x sin x. Cancel this, cancel this, cancel this, cancel this. Everything we have is 1. So all of this equals to 1. And the last one, number 5. Sin x plus cos x all equals to sec x. So this is more difficult than this, so we'll work with this side that is difficult. Then we get this. So my sin x does not have anything, so my sin x is still sin x. My tan x will be what? Sin x over cos x plus cos x. So this is sin x, sin squared x over cos x plus cos x over 1. The LCM of this is cos x. So here, this and this is 1. So we have sin squared x. This and this is cos plus 1 in cos x is still what? Cos x. Cos x times cos x, cos squared x. Don't forget that sin squared theta plus cos squared theta is equals to 1. So this is it. Sin squared x plus cos squared x is what? 1. So the whole of this thing here is 1. 1 over cos x. The inverse of cos x is what? Sec x. So that is sec x. And that is that. So we are through. Thank you for joining. Please, if you have not subscribed, please do so and press the notification button, subscribe. And if you have any other problem after this 10 we have solved, please you can also drop in the notification below. Thank you.